Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for coming to watch me and listen to me yap. um Today I think I want to talk about this girl that I used to be friends with, and basically we were like best friends actually. And so I kind of think that's what I want to talk about. Um I'm trying not to be too loud because there's other people in the house with me, so you know how that go. Um, and I'm gonna try to talk into this so you guys can hear me better. So let's start with basically I met this girl um at a job I was working at, and it was like probably down the street, like I'm gonna say like a 10-minute walk from like my campus or whatever in college. So basically, and she was basically, before I knew her, she was this girl that I just worked with, and one day I heard her talking about this guy, and basically the guy was her boyfriend, and me and her boyfriend went to prom together, and she was just talking about that. Like, I mean, I was in college at that point, but I think that was the year before that I went to prom with him. So I was like, "Oh, are you talking about this person? Like, is his last name this?" And she was like, "Yeah, uh, that's his last name." And we kind of just like, I don't want to say bonded over that, but we just thought it was funny, that I went to prom with her boyfriend, and she did know about it though, but he was trying to like mess around with me and stuff. So that's why I was just like shocked, like, what, girl, you let your boyfriend go to prom with someone else? Like, but yeah, she just seemed like very nice at first, and we just like start talking every day after that. So um we began to get like close. We just started hanging out a lot, and the first time we hung out, she took we went to the mall and we ate in the food court, and she paid for my food, and that's how I knew this girl was like super nice, because normally I'm the friend that's paying for people's food and stuff like that. So like, well, today, my friends have money, but like at that time, I didn't have any other friends that were like a lot of the time I was picking up the slack when it came to my friends, which I didn't mind because I loved my friends, but now I know like there was no reason for them to just like not have any money at all and me always paying. And rant about that. But yeah, this girl was like super nice. And so we began to get closer. And um, like over the years, she had a daughter. I was her daughter's godmom and all that stuff. And um, where do I want to go with this next? Basically, I'm just gonna get into how we started to not be friends anymore. Well, it kind of just happened out of nowhere. So, like, I'm just gonna skip to that part. I just wanted to give you guys a background on who this person was to me. And I guess I could give her a name. I'll call her Penny. That's a good name, I think, for her. So, Penny, she was friends with me and my brother because me and my brother are close. So, naturally, she just came in, and like we all was like best friends basically. And so I had the habit of letting my friends mess around with people at my house because I lived in a city that like none of my friends were from. I moved there, and so basically, like they would meet guys and stuff, and I would let them bring the guys to my house, which I know was something that I shouldn't have done. And like sometimes they would mess around and stuff, and I had a two-bedroom, so I would just let my friend go in there and spend the night or whatever, which sounds like so bad. It wasn't that many guys, and it wasn't that many friends. It was like two friends that I did this for, but still. So basically, she had met this guy, and she basically was saying how she wanted to come up and see me for the weekend. And I'm like, okay, like I get off work at this time, cuz she lived like an hour and a half away from me. And she said that she had met a guy and she wanted to hang out with him that weekend as well. So I'm like, oh, okay, thinking like she's gonna come see me and go, go to his house and hang out with him or like go on a date or something. And she wasn't planning that at all, actually. She was like, oh, well, after he gets off work, because he got off work at like 11 o'clock at night. And Penny was like, well, I was thinking he could just come over and I could just see him that way. And I'm like, girl, you didn't ask to do anything. Like, you didn't, I mean, yes, we're best friends, but I'm like, you didn't ask anything. And I'm thinking that's because I have another friend that, like, my friends are not friends with each other. And I'm thinking it's because I have another friend that I would let do that with this, with a different guy or whatever. But the one thing about her is she always had the same guy come over. So, but I basically, that's what I'm trying to say is because I had the one friend do that, she felt like she was entitled to that, especially because she claimed herself as like my sister. So I'm like, you know what? If I was in this situation, I would want my friend to let me, I guess, have a guy come over there. But not really. Not really, because I would rather just get a hotel if I can't go to his house. Like, I don't know. I think that's the least you could do if someone's coming out of town to see you. And to make it worse, this guy worked at a hotel, so he got a discount. So there's no reason why he couldn't have got a hotel. And also, he lived with his baby mom. And yeah, so the dynamic, he couldn't bring girls there or anything like that, which I don't know why she would start messing with someone like this, anyways. Like, the things that she would say about him, I don't know why she would mess with him anyways, but like I wasn't judging her or anything. I know people sometimes we just all have lessons to learn, so maybe that was one of her lessons. So fast forward, um, I let him come over my house. When he came over, he was so like he spoke to her obviously because this is who he's supposed to, that's who he came there to see. But like the guy I was dealing with at the time, he was over there, and so was me, Penny, the guy I was dealing with at the time, and then um, the guy from the dating app that she was talking to. He he came there. So I'm gonna give him a name too. I can call him. Um, let's call him. Dang it. I'll call him Tyrone. So, the guy she was talking to, his name was Tyrone. And so basically, yeah, he came over after he got off of work. He came straight to my house, and we were like already playing Uno and stuff, like having a good vibe. He didn't speak to anybody. And I'm like, hello, like I'm the owner of this house. Why aren't you speaking? Why aren't you speaking to me? And also anybody else over here? Like, you walk in, you should speak to people. this is your first time meeting this girl, and this is also your first time meeting all of us, so you should speak. Like, don't be a weirdo. But in the end, we just he kind of just joined in with us playing Uno and stuff. So it turned out to be like a fun time. Plus, it turned out to be a fun time. And everybody was relaxed. Everybody was chill. We had a good time. Okay, so fast forward to the next time she wanted to see him. Basically, the same thing happened. He came to my house, but like it wasn't like she didn't ask or anything. And when he came in, not only like was he barely spoke, and the way he sat down, he put his like legs over the arms of my couch. Things people that live there don't even do. Me, I live there, I don't even do that. If I was to have like company over, they wouldn't do that. So you're not even my company. Why do you feel comfortable doing something like that? Like, it was ridiculous the way this man was laying on my couch. And so I'm I'm just like, I don't know. I just kind of leave them in there. Like, she kind of did the same thing. Like, try to make it seem like she wanted to come see me when really she wanted to come see him. And then I'm asking, oh, do you want to go out to eat or anything, like before she seen him, because she stayed the night over there. Both of them did. And I'm just like, I think he also stayed the night the first time he came over too. And so I'm just like, oh, do you want to like do something before he comes over? And she's like, oh, no, I have homework to do. And I'm just like, okay. So we didn't like do anything. I just did like normal stuff that I would do that day. I think I like went to the gym and stuff like that. And he came there and they just was like basically laid up the whole day. And I'm like, okay, like, and also they was in the living room because I didn't have like a TV and stuff in my bedroom. So they was in the living room, like laid up and stuff. So I'm like, okay, but this is my friend. So I'm like, trying to root for her. But the guy is already a weirdo. He's rude. Like, the baby mom had already texted my friend's phone talking about he need a place to come stay. Can he stay with you? And my friend like texted back, no, LOL. And I'm just like, why would you even text her at all? Like, just leave her alone. Don't say anything. You're already messing with the girl's baby dad. Even if they is single or not or whatever the case is, they live together. So I don't even know why you're trying to mess with somebody else's baby dad, that is in this situation. Like, I mean, you can talk to somebody with kids, but if they have a lot of drama going already, why would you insert yourself in that? Like, I don't know. I mean, people make mistakes, but I don't know. So yeah, so he already was like not a pleasant person to be around for other people who like he wasn't messing with, I guess. Like, he probably was nice to her, but everybody else like that was around, he was not friendly to. He barely spoke, like he barely tried to hold a conversation. But anyways, um fast forward and oh yeah, all this happened within like 4 weeks, by the way. Like, it happened kind of fast. So fast forward, my birthday was coming up, and Penny was she was playing the game and stuff with the guy she was talking to, and then like the guy's friends, basically, that lives in different states though. But like when you play the game on the internet, like you can all play together and stuff. So basically, she tried to hook me up with this guy that was, what did I name him? That was Tyrone's friend. And I'm just like, well, like, mind you, they never met or anything like that. And they was like, oh, well, maybe I could come down for, basically, she wanted her guy to go to my birthday, like dinner and stuff like that, all the plans we had. And she wanted to me to talk to his friend and his friend to fly in from another state, but that was going to be their first time meeting. And basically she wanted me to talk to him, and she also wanted both of these people to stay at my house again. Well, the other guy already stayed at my house, but I had already made up in my mind that he wasn't going to be doing that no more. um And also, she wanted me to talk to the friend and basically have him stay the night at my house as well, even though he's never met any of them. And she just met the other guy, the guy she just met Tyrone not that long ago. So I don't know. And she wants me to be okay with it. So, basically, I'm like, okay, well, I'll talk to the guy. Like, I can see how things are gonna go, but like, I mean, I can meet him and feel his vibe out and all that good stuff. And if he wants to fly in, I mean, I guess he can, but he can't stay here. And I told him this as well. And also, I'm like, I already invited somebody that I talked to, but we wasn't like together. So sometime he didn't act the best. So I didn't know if he was gonna come or not. But if he did come, like obviously I would be showing my attention to the person that is coming. Like for me, like I mean, I guess the other guy would be coming kind of for me too, but really he's coming for his friend. But yeah, so I'm just like, I mean, he can come down, but like, I don't owe him any loyalty or anything. I just met him. So, like, we can just all be cool. We can see how things go. So, I start talking to this guy, and I be busy, so I wasn't texting back the best and all that stuff. And the guy from out of state, the gamer guy or whatever, he told his friend Tyrone that basically, I don't know, like I wasn't talking to him that much and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, well, I'm busy. Like, I don't know. Like, she also, Penny told me all this stuff like, oh, well, if you're not going to talk to him, maybe he can talk to like one of your friends that comes to my birthday. And I'm like, well, why does he have to talk to anybody? Like, just come and chill. Like, if you feel out the vibes, if you like somebody and someone ends up liking you or y'all have chemistry, that's fine. But you shouldn't be coming to my birthday to be, I don't know, like trying to get with somebody or whatever. And so Tyrone added my Snapchat, which he probably only, well, he only could know that from Penny giving him my Snapchat name. So he added me on Snapchat and basically was like super rude to me. It was like, oh, are you trying to play my friend? Let me know if you don't want to talk to him, let me know this. And like, just being super rude and super like trying to check me. And I'm just like, I don't even know you. Like, why are you adding me, messaging me, whatever the case is? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, whether I talk to him, whether I don't talk to him, like, why does that matter to you? Like, I don't even know you guys. I don't owe y'all no loyalty or anything. Like, what? And so I kind of like, I think I ignored that message, but I did tell my friend about it. And my friend supposedly said something to him. And this girl, she was like, I used to think she was super sweet and stuff like that. And so I wasn't really trying to be mad at her. Plus, that was my best friend. And I apparently, I don't know, that was, I thought she was my friend, but for real, she wasn't. But I just didn't want to be mad at her. So I kind of just like let her off the hook with like her giving him my information and stuff. So basically, I keep talking to the guy, trying to be nice, the other guy from out of state. And basically, he tells me that they are trying to get their other friends that they don't know, that they play the game with, to come to the state that I lived in at the time for my birthday thing. And they've never met these friends either. They've never met these friends either in person. Nobody has met anybody in person, like, besides Penny and Tyrone. But the people that's playing the game online, they all live in different states. They never met anybody in person. And because it's convenient, because of where I lived, they wanted to meet up at my birthday and I don't know, basically make it about them. Like, they're so happy to meet and stuff, which is fine, but you don't do that on somebody else's birthday that you don't even know. You are a plus one. You're actually your plus one's plus one. A plus one's plus one. So for you to be inviting all these extra people, that doesn't even make any sense. Like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Like, and so when I found this out, I was actually on my way to work, and I had called my brother and I told him about it. Mind you, me, my brother, and Penny were all really good friends, and we had been for years. So I tell him about it, and he calls Penny and he says, "Hey, like, what's going on? Why wouldn't you ask Tiara if it's okay for all these people to come to her birthday?" And these people never even met before or anything. Like, why would, even if they did meet, like, you don't do that. Like, I don't know. Why would you do that, basically? And I didn't get a chance to talk to her yet. The only person I had talked to was my brother because I was on the way to work. So I just said that I was going to just contact her later about it. And I went like on a break at work and I looked at my phone and she had texted me something like, "Oh, whenever you're free, we need to have a chat about what's going on or what was said," or something like that. And then I look at my Snapchat and the guy messages me, Tyrone messages me and cuss me out. Like, I guess Penny was upset and she went to him about it. And like, he had a problem with my brother saying something to his friend, which is Penny, about what Penny has done. Like, I don't know. Like, he should be able to tell her anything because that's his friend, his best friend. So why can't he tell her, "Hey, this is wrong," you know? And so I'm like, you know what? I ignore the Tyrone dude again. I don't know why I didn't block him the first time, but he got blocked that time. And did I was trying to think if I responded or not, but I don't think I responded. I don't think I just didn't want to waste my energy on it. So I did not respond to him. And what else happened? What else happened? Basically, I didn't say anything to her, but when I got home, I planned on calling her. So I got off, I cut my TV on, and me and her and my brother, we all shared like Netflix, Hulu, and like all those services. We all shared those. And it was signed out of Netflix. And that's the thing that was in her name. And it was signed out. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, and so I'm like, I called my brother and I'm like, oh, you have to sign out of Crunchyroll and all of the things because she's not going to be watching our stuff if we're not going to be watching her stuff. And also, mind you, me and her had never had a fight before. Like, and also on the phone, she was like crying on the phone to my brother, talking about how I'm her sister and she would never try to ruin my birthday and all this other stuff. But really, you could have came to me and talked to me. You didn't come to me and talk to me about any of these things. You're making all these plans. You didn't come and talk to me, and you don't even give me time to get off of work and talk to you. You know what time I get off of work. So, I'm new at this, you guys. I'm new at this. Don't come for me. I'm new at this. Um, oh, I checked my phone and it says that I stopped sharing my location with her and she stopped sharing it with me, which I didn't stop. So clearly you blocked me and you unshared it and all that stuff. So I'm just like, yeah, I'm not reaching out to her. I mean, it's my birthday stuff. She knows the plan, she knows the itinerary. Like my birthday is in like a few days, like this weekend. So whether she comes or whatever, we'll just see. Or if she reaches out to me, we'll just see because like we were friends for years. Like I'm supposed to be your child's godmom and you can't even admit like, oh hey, I was wrong for this. Like you can't even come to me and talk to me. Even if you feel like you wasn't wrong, you could have came and talked to me and I could have told you, hey, this wasn't right. And my brother isn't gonna tell you, oh, you shouldn't do this or that if it's not really what it is. Like he's not just gonna come say that because you're his friend too and you're very close to him. He's not just saying that for no reason. Like, but yeah, y'all, it was just crazy. And I had never, that was like a couple of years ago. And I had never, like, this was someone I talked to every single day, every single day. And like, I was just like, kind of, I could have reached out to her, but I'm honestly always, I feel like I've always been the person to reach out to someone, whether I was wrong or not. And I don't know. And a few more things that are like unrelated, but I feel like should have been signs, but they were unrelated to what the story I just told. Um, for one, there was this one time where I we had like Cheesecake Factory and I went to go get us some uh forks and there was one that was closer in my hand than the other one was. So like the one that's sticking out more, you think someone would just grab it because I mean, why wouldn't you? Like it's easier to get. Instead of grabbing the one closest to her, she grabs the one that's closest to me, and I basically dropped the fork out of my hand that is that the other fork that I went to go get. And I'm just like, did she think that I did something to these forks or something? Like, why wouldn't you grab? That's something so weird and suspicious. Like, I don't know. Then I was the type of friend that would throw like I threw her like either two or three surprise birthday. I think it was two surprise birthday parties. In one of them, I was asking her other friend because we grew up into different cities. And so she had a best friend that she was friends with, like in high school and stuff. But also, from the beginning, she talked about this girl, like in a very bad way. So, um, yeah, I don't know. She said that she would be super jealous of her other friends and how she don't want her to have any other friends and all these crazy stories, but yet she was still friends with the girl. So I don't know. I kind of feel like maybe she was lying. I don't think she was lying because the girl did act weird towards me. But it could have been just because Penny was talking about me. Like, but basically, I remember trying to throw her a surprise party, and Penny's sister in law, I texted her, and basically, I had never talked to this girl before, but since I was trying to, uh, do this party for her, I wanted to have all her people there or whatever. So I texted her, and the sister in law was just getting real smart with me. Like, you could tell, like, she'd heard negative things about me or something. Like, and I'm just like, why is she doing that? Like, this is the same sister in law that Penny told me all these stories about, that told her, I mean, I'm not going to tell her business, but she just basically said she was a horrible person to Penny. But, like, she still talked to her every day. So, like, I don't know. But like, yeah, she was like really rude to me and stuff. And I had never met this girl before. And I'm like, see, that's how you know that she was talking about you to this person and the other friend that she would talk about. That girl was weird to me too. Like, you have all these people that's being weird to me that I don't even know, never grew up with or anything. And I'm just like, why do they all like, they don't know anything about me besides the fact that I'm your friend. Like, you must talk about me or something. Like, that's gotta be it. And then, what else? I know there's like probably so many other like mini stories that I can think about, but like, she just was weird and I didn't notice it like until later on, which was crazy. But yeah, y'all, like, I remember this one time where, like, she's the type of person that thinks, like, just because they get a degree or something, that they're better than someone who doesn't have a degree. And while getting a degree is a good thing, it's not, it doesn't mean you're just better than people, you know? That's not the right way to think. It's supposed to be to better yourself. It's not supposed to be to, oh, I'm better than you. Like, no. And she was an LPN, and once she got that LPN, like, certificate, or I mean degree, everything just started, like, I could feel the change with her. Like, she would frown upon people who didn't have degrees and all this other stuff, like, and at the time I didn't have my degree yet. So like, I don't know, like, she was just like so mean to people, and like the way she talks about people, and I'm like, you can't be saying stuff about people. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, you must feel this way about me. Oh yeah, y'all, and I forgot to mention that the one time where I couldn't, where the next time where I said that Tyrone couldn't come over, um, because I was going somewhere or doing something, whatever I said, she said that she didn't even think that she wanted him at her house. She was like, oh, well, I don't really want him over here. So, and I'm like, excuse me, what do you mean? Like, you don't want him over there? I mean, it could be because, her child, is there with her mom is there too, and it could be because of that. But I'm just like, if you don't even feel safe having him at your house, then why do you want him at your friend's house that lives by herself, like in a city that she's not from, like, and you're messing with this guy, and he's somebody's baby dad that they still live together. Like, I don't know, like, I just don't try to bring drama over here, you know? Like, I don't know. But yes, y'all. This was actually a redo from a video that I recorded because I tried to record that on my laptop, y'all, and the quality was just so bad. Like, I don't know. It was horrible. So I'm just like, I don't know. I feel like, do I want to re-record this, or do I want to just deal with this one? So I just chose to re-record. But yes, y'all, even though it's probably not going to be Christmas when I upload this. Happy holidays to you guys and your family. Is there anything else I want to say? Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening to this video. All right.